The mysterious Planet X might have tilted our whole solar system. This is what a major scientific breakthrough believes. Two recent studies showing that the existence of a mysterious hypothetical Planet X Nibiru could explain why the planets in our solar system don't fully line up with our sun. Researchers have been speculating about the ninth planet. Some call it Planet X, Planet 10, Planet 9, Nibiru. And these latest studies add more weight to the hypothesis that at some point in time, at least in the past, there was an extra planet orbiting our sun. In fact, if Planet 9 or Planet X does exist or did exist, it would help to explain something that scientists have puzzled over for decades, and that is why the solar system is tilted. So what does this mean? Basically, all of the main 8 planets that orbit our sun do so on the same plane, making the solar system look like a disk. Now, at one point up to 2006, we had 10 planets because Pluto was included, but then it was knocked out, downgraded to a minor dwarf planet. Now, the problem is that the sun spins at a different angle, with its axis roughly 6 degrees off from the rest of our planets. In the past, researchers attempted to explain this slant by blaming the temporary tug of a passing star or interactions between the sun's magnetic field and the disk of dust that formed our planets, but none of these hypotheses have fully accounted for the misalignment of our solar system. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. But now these 2 new studies, complete independently from one another in the United States and France, they both show that the existence of Planet 9, Planet 10, Nibiru could explain this tilt. Because we think Planet 9 has a significant inclination, if it exists, then that means it would tilt things. This is what one of the researchers at the US study, Elizabeth Bailey, from California Institute of Technology, Caltech, told New Scientist Rebecca Boyle. She said, it's one puzzle piece that seems to fit together, and it really seems to be in support of the Planet 9 hypothesis. In case you're unfamiliar, Planet 9 is a hypothetical planet, Planet X Nibiru, that might be orbiting our sun, or did at one point, and researchers think that it's most likely an ice giant measuring about 5 to 20 times the mass of our Earth, so it's huge. Now, while nothing about the potential planet has ever been proven, some researchers say that it could have once been an exoplanet that got stuck in the sun's gravitational pull back when the solar system was in its infancy. According to both teams, the addition of Planet 9, Planet X Nibiru to the solar system could have been enough to jostle the other planets away from the sun's axis and causing the tilt that we see today. This hypothesis was first tested earlier this year by Caltech team who plugged the hypothetical mass of Planet 9 into a complex computer model that simulated how it would affect some of the smaller icy dwarf planets that linger in the outer edges of our solar system, the Kuiper Belt. In the end, they concluded that the hypothetical Planet 9 could account for the dwarf planet's odd movements. Now the team says the same thing could have happened to the giant planets closer to our sun as well. The team said, using an analytic model for secular interactions between Planet 9 and the remaining giant planets, here we show that a planet with similar parameters can naturally generate the observed obliquity as well as the specific pole position of the sun's spin axis from a nearly aligned initial state. Thus, Planet 9, Planet X Nibiru, offers a testable explanation for the otherwise mysterious spin orbit misalignment of the solar system. In the French study conducted by astronomers at the Côte d'Azur Observatory in Nice, the team suggested that Planet's 9 tilt is likely to blame for this misalignment rather than its mass. And according to the researchers, while mass is often used to explain why objects in space influence one another, and that's what Caltech team looked into, in this case, it would mean that Jupiter, the juggernaut of our solar system, could have caused a tilt which it did not. What is important is that the perturbing planet is off plane. Jupiter cannot cause its own tilt. Team members Alessandro Morbidelli told New Scientist, and instead their model showed that Planet 9's tilt could have skewed everything else, coming to the same conclusion as the Caltech researchers. Combined, the results of both the studies add a significant amount of evidence that Planet 9 exists, Planet 10 Nibiru, though not enough to actually prove it. Instead, the studies seem to say that something influenced the early solar system and made the mysterious 6-degree tilt, and Planet 9 fits the profile. While Planet 9 will stay hypothetical until researchers manage to actually find it in the night sky, it's not stopping researchers from piling up evidence of its existence. Now let's remember that to find it, because of the fact that it's so far out and the sun does not light it up, it's dark and cold, we have to be using far infrared telescopes. That's the only way to find it. Now, for example, back in a couple of years back, the team started devising a way to spot the planet using black body radiation, which basically scans the sky for hot spots that could be planets cooling down. Hot spots, but what if the planet is cold? As in, it could be in this case. Now, the latest results have not been peer-reviewed yet, so we need to take them with a grain of salt for now, but both have been uploaded to preprint site ARXIV and are accepting comments feeding back from other physicists before they submit their research to a journal. While the debate over Planet 9 will likely continue into the future, it's exciting to see that it fits into models explaining why our solar system is the way it is. Now, if you notice, I uploaded a lot of Planet 9 videos today. One of the best ones is the long one, the Planet X Nibiru estimated arrival date. And then the other one after that, the arrival date being half the time of that long video. The original long video says that the arrival date is about, because they had the distance of 48 AU from us. And then there was a distance of 21 AU from us, the latest distance. So 21 AU. And they estimated that anywhere between 2027, 2038, it could be very close to our planet Jupiter because of the Pioneer data that was re-examined from back in 1983 and 1990. And the astronomer who did this is an Englishman, an English scientist who went through the data, finding the possible location of Planet X, Planet 9 Nibiru from the Pioneer data from the far infrared telescope. And this is what he believes was the location at that time. Okay, please, this is from Banded Reality. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support.